Hi, my name's Simone. I'm 24 years old. This is my second trip to the hospital. I was recommended at hospital by my cousin who had a gastric sleeve a couple of years prior to me coming. So she got me involved with speaking to Bariatric, who has been my coordinator for my bypass and now my second time coming. I had a gastric bypass surgery in April 2021. Came on my own like a crazy person, didn't bring anyone with me. And when I came, I was weighing 19.5 stone. 18 months on, exactly. I'm now weighing 11.5 stone, so that's an 8 stone loss in total that I've done quite gradually over the last 18 months. My experience was absolutely amazing. Like I said, I came on my own. I was very nervous, never had an operation before. I'm quite close with my parents, so I was, being separated from my parents, not having any friends around, was a very daunting experience, especially coming during the COVID lockdown. But everyone here made me feel so welcome, from the nurses, the coordinators, the interpreters. Everyone was just so accommodating. If I had any questions, everyone would answer them. I was really lucky that actually my coordinator, Bariatric, actually came to see me the day before my surgery, and that really helped calm my nerves and make me feel really reassured that everything was going to go well. Another thing that I found really useful was that she had a gastric bypass at Urmit as well. So she was able to give me advice. We had the same surgeon, so that made me feel even more reassured that, everything was going to be okay. Everything went well. I was really well looked after afterwards. I remember waking up and having a nurse called Lovely. She's not here now. We have been looking for her since I've come this time, but I remember screaming her name, asking for her, and she came in and looked after me straight away. And I was so well looked after. When I went home, the coordinators were there when I had any questions, and the dietitian was an absolute babe. She answered all my questions, gave me advice on, what to eat if I was stalling, how to change my diet, and I had lots of support. The Facebook pages really helped as well, because I was able to interact with other people that were considering having weight loss surgery and had weight loss surgery before, and I made friends from it, which has really helped. Social media has really helped educate me on weight loss surgery, but has also helped me coming back the second time. So I came here, I arrived 5 days ago now, and I had a breast uplift. Like I said, I'd lost 8 stone, so I did have fairly saggy boobs from that. I was quite lucky that the rest of my body snapped back really well in terms of excess skin, but it was just my boobs that I felt I needed to kind of correct, just to make me feel better about myself. Like, I'm 24 years old, so I wanted to enjoy my life and have a pair of tits that I was proud of. So exactly the same process. I just messaged Bariatric and I said, look, this is what I want. I want to have the natural look. I'm not happy with how my boobs are. What can I do? And she just said, here's the list of our doctors, here's the information on our doctors. You can do some research. She sent me loads of information on, the surgery. I sent her pictures and she got me a quote straight away, told me the potential options. Obviously, because you don't get the consultation like you would seeing the doctor beforehand, I sent her loads of pictures, and she gave me 2 different options of potentially what I may have to have, whether it's with an implant or without an implant. And she was really supportive. I did have some complications in the UK, not to do with my other surgeries or anything like that, but I contacted Bariatric. I was very concerned that I might not have been able to come, but she was really reassuring that everything would be absolutely fine. It'd been added to my medical records, and that the doctor's happy for everything to still go ahead. So I arrived here very late at night. I think we got here about 2 a.m. I brought my mum with me this time. I learnt from last time. Although I was all right on my own, I definitely knew I'd need my mum this time. So my mum came with me. We were given a lovely room, 2 beds, really well looked after. The tests are so thorough, from, you know, CT scans, breathing tests, ultrasound. Every test you could imagine was done. I am a midwife and I work for the NHS, so it was really good to see another hospital do such thorough tests, and me knowing that the tests they were doing were correct, and everything was done really quickly. The anaesthetist came in and she said that she was really happy with all my results. She was happy to operate on me, and everything was just so quick. You know, the nurses told me my doctor would come in and see me at 9 o'clock. 9:05, my surgeon came in. He introduced himself. His English was absolutely amazing. His name was Dr. Emin Alti, or Atli, I think it was. And his English was perfect. He had translators with him, but I didn't need them at all. His English was absolutely perfect. He looked at my breast straight away and said to me, there's no way you can have implants in because you're not going to get the results that you wanted. And for me, that was exactly what I needed to hear. I needed someone to tell me that what would work best for my body, and he did that. He did all the drawings up. He kind of was moulding my breast to show me potentially what they would look like, and asked me if I was happy with how they would potentially look, and I really was. And everything was so thorough. You know, he answered any queries that my mum had, because my mum was very anxious, as all mums will be, especially when you've come to a foreign country. He answered all her questions. He reassured her. And at the end we asked him when I'd be going down, and he said in an hour. Well, he was not lying. An hour later, a gurney pulls up at the door, and it was a mad rush because I hadn't had my gown on, wasn't, you know, mentally prepared. My mum was in the bathroom, but, you know, they gave me a minute to say goodbye to my mum, went down really quickly, and yeah, went into theatre. Woke up quite a few hours later. Obviously, you know, I've had surgery, but I was really lucky that the pain was very, very minimal. Compared to my bypass, the pain was a lot worse. This time around, the pain was very minimal. I woke up with staff around me who were there answering my questions. Thank God Mark, one of the interpreters, was there, and he was reassuring my mum. He was talking to my mum while I was in theatre, making her feel at ease. My mum was well looked after while I was in theatre. They gave her lunch. She was enjoying herself. She was out socialising with other patients and their families in the corridor. When I was brought back to my room, it was amazing that, you know, there was 4 or 5 staff members around, which you'd never get in the UK, who were there to support me. You know, the nurse showed my mum my boobs as soon as I'd come round, so my mum was able to see them. And for me, seeing my mum's face when she had seen them was really reassuring to me. And yeah, the care was amazing. That first night, every 2 hours on the dot, my nurse would come in, check my dressings, check to make sure that my nipple was all right, make sure everything was good. They were answering questions. Mark was in and out, checking I was all right, checking my mum was all right. Everyone's just been absolutely amazing. My coordinators actually texted me while I was here to make sure everything's going well, if I had any questions. And yeah, I can't fault this place. Even my mum was very apprehensive, especially because she hadn't come last time. But she's so happy. She's texting people back home, recommending the place. She's so happy that, you know, everything's gone so well. The nurses, everyone, doctors, translators, the caterers, the cleaners, everyone has been absolutely amazing. The cleanliness of the place is just amazing. You see the cleaners come in and they do an absolutely beautiful job of the place. I'm really, really happy with the care. I'm really happy with everything that have done for me. They will never understand how they have changed my life. It makes me emotional, and my mum was saying I need to have a cry, because you go from being someone who's really unhappy with yourself, unhappy with your life, and you come here and they just change you. Obviously with weight loss surgery it doesn't happen overnight, but you know, to see where I've come in 18 months from, you know, a girl who's 19.5 stone, was really self-conscious, really, you know, I was a recluse, I didn't want to go out, I didn't want to socialise, and now I have this new life. Will never know and understand how grateful I am for the life that they've given me. I've promised my parents I won't be coming back for a while. I think they need a break from the emotions of me having surgery, but I know that if there is ever in the future, if I ever needed to come back for anything, I know that it is where I'd want to come, 100%. You know, everything communication, the quotes, you know, the price, you can't fault the price. You know, I've just been so happy with every part of the care that I've been given. Booking surgery do not realise how much they've saved my life. They've changed me from, you know, a fat 19.5 stone, 22-year-old girl who was, you know, emotionally in a really bad place, physically in a really bad place. And I'm now this person, you know, 11.5 stone, fresh pair of boobs, you know, living my life, happy. Yeah, booking surgery, I cannot thank you enough for everything you've done for me, for my family. You know, having weight loss surgery isn't just for yourself, it's for your family. I know my parents felt a lot of guilt about my weight gain over the years, and even for them, you know, you don't realise how much you've done for us, honestly. It makes me emotional even saying it, but you don't realise how much you've changed my life for the better. So yeah, thank you. And if I ever need any more surgeries, I will 100% be booking through bookingsurgery.com again, because the service was just so amazing, so easy to navigate. The communication was excellent. If I asked something, I got the answer there and then. So yeah, thank you.